This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 12th of September. James Spann here. Looks like we stay dry through Saturday, and then things start to change a bit. Let's check some of the Skycam shots around the network today. First off, coming from Chehaw State Park, always a great place to be. Looks like a few controlled burns off in the distance in the Talladega National Forest. The sky there is partly sunny. Very similar sky up in the Tennessee River Valley and Decatur. And, ooh, look at the raindrops on the lens down at the Dauphin Island Sea Lab. A little rain showing up down there between Fort Morgan and Dauphin Island on the radar. That's at 147. But for the rest of Alabama, it is dry. Temperatures, again, below forecast levels. You know, the model output statistics products, the MOS values coming off the models, they've had a warm bias for months. They're just way too warm. You know, they've been suggesting mid to upper 80s, and we're in the upper 70s and low 80s. They're about 5 to 7 degrees too warm. Birmingham, 79. 80 for Tuscaloosa, 81 for Gadsden. Well below the average of 77 for this date. All right, we'll check out the water vapor satellite shot there. A few mid-level clouds around. There's a little weak upper feature west of the state helping to produce those, but the low levels are still dry, so we don't expect any rain. We got a strong cold front to the north and west, as you can see. Pretty nice surge of cool air coming behind that front. Boy, what a sharp contrast. A thermal gradient, if you will. You got 90s and ahead of the front in southeastern Kansas. Back in northwest Kansas, they're chilly with 50s up there. But that front's going to fizzle out before having a chance to really impact Alabama's weather. Here's the rain for the next 5 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. It's 7 a.m., suggesting rain amounts of only about a tenth or a quarter of an inch. Bigger rains over Texas. I think there will be a chance of showers late in the weekend, but probably not a major rain event. Tropical weather, Nadine. Tropical storm, peak winds 60 miles an hour. Should become a hurricane soon, but it's a recurver. That will be recurving well east of the United States, well east of Bermuda, and no threat to land. We'll check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Pretty good trough way up north. Down below that, you can see that surface cold front out ahead of that. But around here, the day still looks dry. Highs low to mid-80s, partly sunny. Same thing on Friday. The front's going to stall out and dissipate before reaching us. So again, no major temperature changes, low to mid-80s Friday. Don't expect any rain for the high school football games tomorrow night or Friday night. Now, Saturday, as we start the weekend, big trough in the northeast is rotating away from us. We've got a weak westerly flow aloft. And note that disturbance over West Texas around Lubbock. That's the one to watch for the weekend, but it's still pretty far west of here. So Saturday looks totally dry. Highs again in the mid-80s. A good deal of sunshine, rain over Texas. All right, Sunday, that disturbance that's over Texas gets a little closer. And again, it just doesn't look like a big deal. There could be a shower maybe late in the day. Perhaps Sunday night would be the better chance of showers. And then on Monday, it looks like a wet start. Maybe the rain tapers off during the midday hours from west to east. So maybe late Sunday, Sunday night into Monday morning, a pretty decent chance of showers. And hey, look at the cold air spilling down into the northern states, Minnesota and the Dakotas. All right, we'll go to Tuesday. There's your next big trough. Now, this one is not as deep as recent runs, but look at the 540 line coming down to Chicago. That would suggest a chance of snow for cities like Milwaukee and Green Bay. And ahead of that front, maybe a few showers around Tuesday. Doesn't look like a big rain event. In Wednesday, instead of that big full latitude trough, now the GFS doesn't really reflect that, and we would not be that cool. Highs would drop into the 70s and lows in the 50s, but not probably a setup for lows in the 40s. Based on that, and this could change again, we're 7 days away. We'll check the end of the forecast, the 25th. There's your good-looking trough right there. I say the end of the forecast, almost the end. That's a good-looking full-latitude trough with a big ridge pumped up over the western part of the continent and a downstream trough. And if that's right, yeah, it's going to get pretty cool. That could easily get us in the 40s out there. Now the end of the forecast, the 28th. Very cold look for eastern Canada. Down below that, that would be pleasant and dry if that happens to be correct. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And hey, don't forget to watch us on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening and God bless.